I had to get a new screen recorder. I didn't have to, but my old one limited me to 5-minute videos because it's a trial version and I don't really want to pay $50 for the whole thing. So instead, I'm just using this other thing that I found. I'm going to try it out. It's this Cam Studio thing, and if it works, then I'll keep using it. If not, then I'll probably go back to splicing together 5-minute videos that I try to pick up in the middle of when they suddenly end. But as far as I know, this one does not have a limit because I already got a 10-minute video done with it. Though I don't know how to save settings on it, so when I opened it up again, it didn't save my previous settings and I didn't set up the microphone right on it, so it didn't actually record any sound, which kind of annoyed me because now I have to repeat everything I already went over. But basically, in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to handle errors. And what I mean by that is, for example, with our scanner, if we change this to enter your favorite number, and then we change this to next int, and change this to int favorite, I need a space there, int favorite equals s.nextInt, and we can erase all of that. And then we're going to print out your favorite number is plus favorite. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically show you this error that I'm talking about. So you run this, save it, and it says answer your favorite number. So it's my favorite number, I don't know. It's whatever that is. And you can see it just cut off the 0 because it's a nice language. It removed the unneeded number for me. But yeah, my favorite number is 2342. Okay, but the error that I'm talking about is if I try to enter a decimal, then I get all of this. Another thing that happens is if you try to enter a string, you get all that again. So how you deal with that is sorry, excuse me. I was like coughing and about to sneeze at the same time. That was weird. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a while loop, and you'll understand this as it goes on. So answered equals false, while not answered, and then what I'm gonna do up here is I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna say int favorite. I'm not gonna say equals s.nextInt yet. So I'm just initializing it. I'll set it to 0. And then what I'm going to do down here is I'm going to do favorite equals s dot next int, and I'm going to set answered equals true. So this would run basically the same way as before, except there is one more thing to do, which is we have to deal with the error. So if we do, what you do is you put a try statement around everything you want to try. So we're going to try to set favorite to s.nextInt or scanner.nextInt and answer to true. And you close that parentheses. But what if that doesn't work? Well, we're going to catch an error, or as Java calls it, an exception. And how you do that is you type catch and then exception E. If you're trying to be more specific with specific exceptions, then you can put the name. So like for this one, you can see right here, exception in thread main, input mismatch exception. So we can actually type out input mismatch exception in case there was some other error we wanted to catch, and we have to import this. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to print out that has decimals or is not a number. Try again. And we're going to set answered equals false. So the way this is going to work is, it's pretty obvious, I guess. Basically, it's going to try to do this, and if this has an error, and it's an input mismatch exception, then it's going to go inside of here, and this is what it's going to print, and this is what it's going to do with it. So since it's setting answered to false, it's just going to go back up here. Now, I've purposefully left an error in here that annoys me, but just so that you don't make the same mistake, because I don't know how to fix it. So you can see we can still enter 10, and your favorite number is 10. But the error that I'm talking about is that it just loops through continuously, and I've tried different things, like I've tried s.clear. Oh, there's no s.clear. Hold on. I'm not actually sure what it is. Well, I've tried some stuff. I'm not really sure what happened to it, but basically I'm trying to get rid of this loop. So I'm going to actually try something else. I'm going to try wait. And it's giving me an error because it actually has another exception that's possible to come with it. So I'm just going to add this clause. All this I'm actually just doing without, I don't actually know how to fix this error. I know a way around it, but I don't know how to actually fix it using the scanner. So what it did here is it told me, Eclipse told me, that I had another error that I needed to take care of if I wanted to use this s.wait, and it just added it for me to the end of my try thing. So if it tries this and it has an error, then if it's an input mismatch exception, it'll go here, but if it's an interrupted exception, then it'll go here. And this e.print_stack trace thing, it just shows you basically where the error came from. It's more or less the red text that we got earlier. So I'm not sure if this is going to work, and obviously not. So this is probably not the best way to do this. Well, instead, I'm gonna get rid of all of that, and I'm just gonna show you the way that I found around it, which is you have to put a new scanner each time you want to do this. And you can do it like this. You don't need to set everything to an object. Well, it's still creating the object of it, it's just not setting a variable to it, so you can't reference it again, but it works for our purposes. And what you'll see here is if we enter, not there, some random stuff down here, then it just gives us that message instead of looping continuously. If anyone knows how to fix that, please let me know, because it's something that's annoyed me for a while. I haven't spent too much time trying to fix it, but I would really like to know how. But yeah, ignoring that, that's gonna be the end of this tutorial. If you like it, then like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. If you have suggestions for what you want me to cover next in my beginner tutorials, leave a comment on that. If you didn't understand something to do with this or anything that I've covered before, leave a comment on that. And in my next video, I'm going to go back to the text-based game that I started, and I have one tutorial done on so far. And I'm going to be showing you how to draw a bit of stuff on the screen. And I'm also going to show you, I'm probably going to show you how to set the font size and stuff and actually draw some strings to the screen. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I actually have to go out here and press